That's a tough one to give up there.
Carmichael in the lead.
Stewart's catching him, though. He is on the gas.
But as you said, he's having to ride twice as hard to get there.
Well, Carmichael wanted a battle, and he's got it coming right now.
Stewart got incredibly quickly through that whoop section.
Well, the thing is, Stewart, week after week, is always the fastest guy through the whoops. He sets his front suspension up so stiff that's why the machine gets through there that much better. But what he makes up in the whoops, he gives away in front end traction by making it so stiff.
All right, he's on Carmichael now. Will he sit there for a while, or will he just pass him and try to disappear?
He's going to cut to the inside right here. Clean move.
But Ricky triples out of it and retakes the lead. That's that move he's been doing all night, going into the sand section.
Look at it. That's the Bubba scrub right there, taking the lead again.
There he goes, blazing through the whoop section.
Well, these guys aren't hitting 55s yet, but they're hitting 57-second lap times right now. That's pretty good considering the track's getting really slippery.
The Bubba scrub is a move that James Stewart came up with. It's exciting to watch the riders fly high over the jumps, but actually that's not the quickest way to do it.
Yeah, you definitely, the lower trajectory that you can stay over the jumps, the more speed you can hit it with.
Stewart continuing the lead, and Carmichael jumping back into the sand section.
I look for Carmichael to try to follow some of his lines right now.
Here's the Bubba scrub. Watch him do it.
Triples out of the turn, and then he just soaks up that right there. And watch over this triple. He just whips the bike sideways, stays about 4 feet lower over the jump, and is able to hit it with more speed.
And that helped Stewart get the lead. Stewart, the quickest rider of the night, a 56.4, his best effort, a second quicker than Carmichael's best effort. But Jeff, he just ran a 56.9 to Carmichael's 58.5. He's starting to open up a gap.
Yeah, that was a great lap. Even when we look back in the field a little bit, we got Travis Preston, number 11 on the Honda, that has snuck up into 4th place and put a Michael Byrne in 5th.
And here's Byrne battling with Tim Ferry. Ferry on the Kawasaki gets past and takes the position away, and that's a really intense fight because Byrne had that ride in Kawasaki just a year ago and lost it to Ferry.
Yeah, these are that B group guys that I was talking about that are just going to be battling it out all year. There's a lot of guys fighting for that final podium spot.
On board with Byrne.
This is a great shot right here. You can hear how much power and how much noise these 450s put out. I mean, he was like half throttle jumping the triple there, probably about 3rd gear. That's an amazing amount of horsepower.
Tim Ferry has moved himself and his family out to California. The rider who comes out of Florida says he's going to spend the whole month out here. He won't go back home till the end of Anaheim 3, which is weeks away yet. Grant Langston battling with Nick Way. Nick Way on the number 27. Langston on the 8 machine. That's a battle for 7th position. Nick Way had such a great privateer season last year.
Yeah,
a lot of folks thought maybe he should have gotten a factory ride this year.
Yeah, he really did. But he's on a really good team right now. His teammates David Billman, they're putting together a program, developing the bikes that is, can run with the factory guys, and that's what the satellite teams are all about.
Billman running in 11th right now, but what happened to Chad Reed? Where is he at? We are halfway through this main event, by the way.
Chad Reed's hanging right in there. He's still turning decent lap times. Not great. 59.5 this last one. But he's staying strong, staying within himself, and getting points.
That's right. Most importantly, Chad Reed is in 3rd place. That's a healthy points night for a rider who's dinged up, beaten, and battered right now.
Yeah, 20 points is definitely better than 0. Sitting up in the stands like he was talking about.
And remember, he lost the AMA title last year by just 3 points.